And so from this demo, I've drawn 3 tips for you to dominate ramp with. Thank you, Cyrus, for the demo. He's on the top team on the bottom there. He's GN1 and he plays with a 5 stack of mostly MGs. So he's punching a bit above his weight, but he does a good job. So let's go. Okay, let's start with the pistol round. Note that he's playing with a 5 stack. So in terms of comms, they should be pretty good. So they go 2 ramp early for pistol, which I personally love. I think it's best to go 3A, 1 heaven, 1 sight, 1 mini, and then 2 ramp. Now they both go 1 and done, which is okay, but not amazing for a pistol. How I like to play this spot on pistol rounds is to play a bit closer to the railing and hold a slightly more of an off angle. And this allows for a better crossfire with my teammate who's playing hell, because when you play deeper into ramp, closer to the orange box, this kind of gives them an isolated fight with you, right? I think you kind of have to think of USPs as ops. We play a position with good cover, and then when we get pushed, it's often best to fall back to another spot with good cover and maintain our advantage at distance versus the Glocks. So in this round, we come up, we're going to ramp, and then we get this moment of, what am I doing again? And we need to be decisive in those first, 10 seconds of playing ramp, because that's when we're going to see a lot of action. So here are some clips from a stream where I played ramp on Nuke, and as you can see, I like to mix up how I start off the round to keep them guessing. So, a great peek is to jump on top of the box, peek from up there. I also like to peek just right in front of ramp, because a lot of people are going to be ready for the peak default, and they're not going to be ready for a close swing like that. And so I love to do that. But really the important thing here is to have a set plan in mind. Even if you're not going to peek, know where you're going to go. And also, if you're not going to peek early, if you're going to play more passive, sometimes it can be better to just throw a Molotov down early, throw a flash in there, throw a nade, get some util in there early. That'll slow them down, put you in a better spot. Now on to my third point, and that is talking about orange box and how you kind of play these mid-round situations on ramp, where you don't really get much info early. Maybe you throw a smoke down molly, you don't see anybody, and then you're wondering, how should I play during the mid-round? And so I used to play around orange box a ton. And then as you kind of get into higher elo and people start figuring out that orange box is pretty exploitable. It's very easy to throw util down behind it. It's very easy to molly. You also have a pretty slim angle where you can see people crossing to the left side, so that's why it's easy for somebody to swing around over to that right side and kill you there. But these are 2 very nice kills. I'm not going to discredit that, and I'm not saying that orange box is like, oh, you should never play orange box. But what you're not seeing is that there's a lot of rounds where you're playing orange box, and I think it's a disservice to you where you could be playing so many other positions and be getting way more kills by diversifying how you're playing these rounds. Here's a rapid fire listing of all the random spots that you can play on ramp to catch people off guard. First, you have on the railing behind the gray box. This is a great spot. And then you have in the back of ramp behind the gray box. And you have an off angle around default, and then you can peek there, kind of like that pistol angle I was talking about. Then you have behind the orange box. People really don't expect that. And then you have on the railing behind the orange box. This is a nice little headshot angle, catch people off guard. And then you have on top of the railing behind the gray box, another headshot angle. And then you have behind the gray box, you can peek and you can hold from there, or you can hide from there and just play sound. You can play left side ramp, you can play left side close ramp, you can play on the boost and hold close. You can also play in the back of boost like this and kind of play some like trigger discipline play. You can also play on the close right side of ramp. It often goes unchecked. You can play in the very back of ramp, the back corner, and wait for people to swing out. And then you can also play hell in kind of an off angle. And so these are, some cool spots for you to play and just to give you more diversity. So there it is. Number 1, play with the USP as if it was enough. Go for a pick or 2, fall back, create more space between you and the tees. Number 2, be ready for a fast ramp play. Have something set in mind that you're gonna do right when you get to ramp so that you can't get caught off guard. Because there are a lot of times where the tees didn't go ramp early, but if they did, they would have got you. So make sure you're ready. And number 3 is to switch it up a bit more. Be a little more goofy with it. Play some sillier positions. I hope this was helpful for both you, Cyrus, and for whoever watches this. So thank you guys. Have a great day.